Hi, collective. Welcome to your Pisces Aries full moon chakra energy check-in. Okay, I hope that this live finds you well. Happy full moon to all of you that will be tuning in. I thank you guys so much for tuning in to especially this series. I appreciate it. And I hope that they are serving you well, these bi-weekly moon check-ins, okay? We are under a beautiful Pisces Aries full moon. I hope the full moon energies are serving you well. I know that it's been a little rocky and a little bumpy for me. This full moon feels like a very deep purging, especially with it being on the cusp of Pisces and Aries, which is all about rebirth. Okay, so if you are feeling those energies of old things kind of coming up, feeling as if you're shedding things or having to kind of work through past issues in order to kind of start fresh or start new, then you are right in alignment here with this full moon, okay? As always, I love to hear how these full moons and new moons connect with you guys, okay? So let me know that in the comments. But before we get into these messages, collective, let's go ahead and get grounded and center ourselves, okay? So that we're open to what comes out and what comes forward here. I'm going to sound my sound bowl once. We're going to let that sound travel once it dissipates. We'll see what we got going on, okay? Here we go. Almighty Creator, my ascended ancestors, and all holy angels, I thank you so much for being here with me and with the collective under this beautiful Pisces Aries full moon. What energies do we need to be aware of as this full moon peaks? How is this full moon energy connecting with our chakra system? What do we need to focus on? What do we need to heal? What do we need to balance? What do we need to pay attention to under this full moon energy? Thank you. Okay, chakra energy for this full moon. We have imperfect harmony, vibration of 11, which is a water energy in this particular deck. Water energy connects to the sacral chakra. For those of you that might be tuning in and have no clue what I'm talking about when I'm saying chakras, I do have a quick, very bare bone description over the 7 main chakras that I will talk about here on my channel. There are over 100 chakras that we connect to and have access to in our energetic field, okay? But we're just going to focus on the main 7 for these readings. So water energy, sacral chakra. Like I said, there might be a lot of purging that's happening here, okay? But know that this is all happening in perfect timing, okay? Just like a song, just like any sort of music, okay? There are high notes, there are low notes, there are mid ranges, there are different tones, there's background, there's foreground, right? There's rhythms and syncopations, and it just feels like this particular full moon is a syncopation that is allowing the collective to express, I honestly feel like, some darker energies or some deeper registers of energy that maybe haven't been accessible in prior full moons, okay? Again, all for the energy of rebirth. So tell me more. What other chakras are being activated under this full moon for the collective? Beautiful. We got body and soul. This is an earth energy, vibration of 5. Earth connects to the root chakra here in this particular deck. Body and soul. Huge shifts. That's what's rebirthing. Maybe around this time here, collective, you guys might feel inspired to work on yourselves, on your physical form. I see a lot of you guys like picking back up workout routines or getting into some sort of workout habit or movement, okay? Whether this is just taking a walk every day, whether this is getting more intense with the workout regimen that you already have, okay? I do feel like there is this surge. It's a surge and a purge. Purging, which then allows for more room for this surge of energy that's also going to come forward and come through here, okay? So root chakra energy, I am getting the Aries, right? And with the sacral chakra being water, that would be that Piscean energy there, okay? So you're balanced. You guys are definitely in alignment here with this full moon. One more chakra for the collective. Yeah, more earth, okay? More earth. Earth magic. Root chakra. I also want to say Aries could also be the solar plexus, okay? But we're working through what we have here. Aries typically has the affirmation I am, right? It's all about that first house, the natural first house. This is my who I feel I am at the core, at the root of me. But with this earth magic, some of you guys, yeah, nature is going to be very important over the next 2 weeks for you to connect to, if that is a source of grounding and healing for you. Okay. I also get, yeah, there's something about the foundation. I just keep hearing the word foundation is changing, or the phrase foundation is changing. The foundation is changing. Your level of self, okay, your level or your sense of self here, collective, might be going through a big overhaul, okay? Especially with the dragonfly, the lotus energy with body and soul, right? Lotuses grow out of mud. Okay, the dragonfly is a symbol of transformation and change and huge and quick shifts. So I would not be surprised if over the next few days, especially, and then as the full moon fades into the new moon, okay, that you guys feel this different sense of self, who you are, how you show up, how you either represent yourself, how you connect to the concept of self, okay? I feel like there is this energy of acceptance that's coming through for you all, meaning like in that imperfect harmony, it's like I accept my darker side, I accept the light within me, I accept everything in between, I accept it all. Maybe you guys are getting a little bit more comfortable in that fluid, yeah, in that fluid sense of being, right? That you can't be on a high note at all times, you can't be on a low note at all times, right? It's also dangerous to be at that mid-range at all times, okay? So really just allowing it all to flow is going to be very beneficial for you, okay? Maybe, again, a lot of this purging is happening in your body and soul. So, like, this would be like, I'm seeing like some of you guys might be having like flare-ups in your skin. That's a form of purging, okay? Maybe having some gut, maybe that's why I mentioned the solar plexus, okay? Having some gut issues, stomach upheaval, sensitivities, okay? That's all normal under this full moon, okay? Bottom of the deck, you have beyond the ordinary, which I do believe is crown chakra energy, okay? Vibration of 45 for my number people, okay? You have 1 here. You also have a 5, and you have an 11, which we do not break down. So 111 might be an important synchronicity over the next 2 weeks. 5 is a number of change. You also have a 5 in the 45. So again, and 4 represents the foundation, right? That's what I was getting off of this earth. So changes in your foundational sense of self and being. And I do feel like it's for the positive, but we'll see what the tarot has to say about that, okay? I do feel like this is something that for some of y'all, especially with the earth magic, you've been working to ground deeper into your being. You've been working to ground yourself, okay? And I feel like you're going to start seeing the shifts and the changes that are necessary for that grounding to be solidified, okay? Beyond the ordinary. 45 breaks down into a 9. So again, this is about self patterns, okay? Patterns within the self. Beyond the ordinary. I am getting that for some of you. You might have, pay attention to your dreams because this moon is also connected to Pisces, okay? You might be having extraordinary dreams or very vivid or lucid dreams, okay? Spiritually heavy dreams. So just pay attention to those. We'll see what that has to say, okay? But tell me more, Divine. Thank you so much about this root chakra energy and the sacral chakra here for the collective under this full moon. What do they need to know about earth magic, body and soul, and in perfect harmony? I just heard the wonders of my world, or the wonders of this world. Some of you might just really be connecting to nature in a very beyond the ordinary way or extraordinary way, okay? Maybe some of you guys are surrendering to some sort of connection to animals, to elements, okay? Maybe you're finding your element. Take that as that resonates, okay? Tell me more about this earth magic, though. What does the collective need to know about the root chakra and earth magic? What's going on here? Oh, that's quite a bit. Let's be a little more concise. Thank you so much, Divine. Okay, there we go. First card out is the Four of Cups, okay? Okay, so grounding through some energies that I feel like have had you in this feeling or sense of dissatisfaction. This would be that vibration of I'm living too far ahead, right? Like if you're too focused on the future, that can cause anxiety. If you're too far back in the past, that can cause depression, right? Where you find peace and grounding is in the present. I feel like that might have been or might be a struggle for the collective over the next few weeks, okay? Being accepting of or being rooted in the now moment. Tell me more about this Four of Cups for Earth Magic. Okay. Yeah, you got the Tower, okay? Major changes. That's that 5 vibration, okay? Yeah, and then speaking of the 5, you got the 5 of Cups. Yeah. Oh, and what else came out? Sorry. And you have Death. So there you go. Transcending, transmuting, bringing an end to some major disappointments, I feel like, collective, that you've experienced. Some humongous tower moments that shifted your emotional state of being for a while, okay? And maybe you've been trying to ground these intense emotions, these heavy emotions, okay? These feelings of being dissatisfied with something or some form of... Some of you, this could be a connection. For others of you, this could be anything, right? Anything that's just disappointed you. I'll let you guys fill in that blank. But know that you're coming out of that illusion. That the Death in the Tower, it definitely says that there was some aspect of your view, of your perspective, that was keeping you in this 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups energy. Lamenting the cups that have spilled, feeling very disheartened, discouraged. Disappointment is just the word that keeps coming out. Just feeling very disappointed in something, disappointed in someone, disappointed in life in general, maybe. I don't know, okay? But I do feel like this full moon is getting you guys to see how focusing on the disappointment has been causing a lot of illusions, or has been keeping you in some sort of cycle of sadness, of a lower register. That's why we're in the lower chakras here, okay? But you gotta go down sometimes to go high, right? Just like you gotta be pulled back sometimes to go further. So it feels like that's the dynamics here. But when Death is here, it means that you are rising out of it. So I do love to see that, okay? And with the Tower, it definitely means that your concept of something is shifting. And that's what's allowing you to lay this old energy to rest, okay? For some of you, you've been working on this for a while. I can feel that, okay? Because I see this clock tower, okay, which denotes time. So it's been for some time. Last message here for Earth Magic. And I think that's the beauty of the world around you and the physical earth, right? Is that it has the power to truly shift your electromagnetic vibration. The more you spend time with nature, the more at peace you can feel, the more connected you can be to the now, because everything in nature is happening in the now, okay? Overall message here from Earth Magic to the collective from this root chakra. Way too many. Alrighty. A lot going on, but I want to try to keep this concise here. Okay, yeah. I'll take it. You got the High Priestess. Falling deeper into your knowing. Yeah, the High Priestess ultimately is shown the truth. Yeah. After being fed some form of deception. Okay. After seeing things from others' point of views that weren't authentic to your own, after being deceived by others, trusting others, and then, you know, it kind of falling apart here, or coming into the knowledge and the awareness that, yeah, for some of y'all, like I said, is that earth energy was giving me foundational. This could be people in your core group here, whatever a core group might look like for you, whether that's family, whether that's friends. Maybe this is work. Take it how it resonates, okay? But there's Five of Swords. It's like sorting through all of the thoughts that were keeping you in this tower. Some of those thoughts were fed to you. Some of those thoughts you maybe internalized from certain situations, okay? But just seeing the false High Priestess, seeing the truth of it all, no longer engaging in this, okay? I'm going to put that down here. Yeah, let's raise that up. Okay. Tell me more about body and soul. More root chakra energy. What else is clearing out of this root chakra with body and soul? How is the body and soul changing under this full moon? Yeah, another 5. 5 might be a very important number synchronicity, as well as 111. Okay, 555, 55, 11. But the 5 of Wands would say here that, yeah, there's no more conflict between the body and the soul, and or that's what's being released. The body wanting one thing, the soul wanting another, the body wanting to do or needing one thing and the soul needing another. It's like for some of y'all, the body and the soul have not been on the same page for a while. Some of you, this could also be like not feeling safe in your body. Again, what is coming up, especially with the death, could be very, that's Scorpio energy, it could be very dark. Okay, so maybe this is coming face to face and coming to the truth of some darker thought forms that are still present in your energy. I just heard the feeling of being let down. Like, I think some of you, this energy of being let down was huge for you. Okay? And I think the emotional feelings of being let down has had some physical effects on you, okay, and some soul effects, but it's sorting through it. So let's see. Tell me more though about this 5 of Wands. Thank you. Got the Knight of Cups, body and soul. Yeah. Tell me more. You got the Knight of Wands. Tired, yeah. All that fighting, all that disconnect, all the discord, all the challenges, okay? Yes, it's made you stronger, but it's also exhausted you. And I think that's what could be coming up here too. It's just like sorting through that disappointment, trying to figure out who was lying to me, who was telling the truth. What did it all mean, right? I just heard an existential, is that existential crisis, the crisis of existence. Some of you, this, yeah, This could, especially with the Piscean energy connected to this moon, this could feel like you are losing connection or losing touch with reality a little bit. It's like, why am I here? Why am I going through all of this? What is the purpose? Like, I see that and I laugh lightly at that, okay? I know that that can be heavy and kind of, again, dark, but it's a very human thing to do. But I feel like for a lot of the collective, it's getting to the root of all of that. Like, why am I actually here? What is my purpose? Why did I have to go through this? Why am I faced with these challenges? Yeah. I feel like for some of you, whenever you're in this Knight of Cups energy, for some reason, and that's Piscean energy there, for some reason, it's seemingly always met with conflict. It's like, here I am coming with the Knight of Cups, coming with all of this love, coming with, just this high emotional expression, right? And then it's always met with conflict. I'm tired of constantly being met with conflict when all I want to do is just offer my cup of love. I don't get it, right? Some of you guys, this would be, body would be here with the wands and your soul here with the cups. That could have been the disconnect. Your soul wants to give out a cup, but your body like, no, we're not into that. Or challenging that desire. Tell me more. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups for body and soul and the root chakra for the collective. Thank you tonight. Yeah, the Hermit. I feel like your soul feels like, it's like your soul is sensing that it's hidden away, or that, again, there was just maybe some disconnect from it. Being too drained in the physical form, or dealing with whatever ailments for some of you guys, like lethargy or fatigue, like extreme fatigue. And it's like desiring, wanting to, but really not having the physical energy. For some of you, working with your solar plexus is definitely going to help you. I feel like that's just been a big energy over the past few moons. Generally, getting your lower chakras in alignment is going to be supportive for sure of this crown chakra energy that's trying to ground in for the collective. So working through your lower chakras would be very important for you all, okay? Tell me more, though, about the Hermit and the Knight of Cups. I feel like the Hermit is saying, being next to the Nine of Wands. I'm tired of having this conflict. I'm tired of having to fight these challenges. It's like some of you guys have been like doing like an uphill battle almost, and it's like, yo, when am I getting to the top of this hill? When is it just gonna be like easy breezy? Like, I'm waiting for that moment. Like, I'm kind of getting, you got the Magician at the bottom. I'm ready for the new. Like, I'm tired of fighting these battles or fighting these wars, whether it is with memories or whether it's with disappointment. For some of you, this is just spiritual warfare that I think at this point and under this full moon, it's getting to the point where, something has to give, something has to change, something has to transcend that death energy and the Tower. Because I'm getting to the point where, for some of y'all, it's like I'm getting to the point where I'm super comfortable with being by myself, like being in isolation. And knowing that that's not necessarily always a healthy thing. So again, it's just this conflict of, I know this isn't healthy, but I don't feel safe otherwise. So how do you overcome that? Tell me more. Tell me more about body and soul. How does the collective overcome this fatigue and these challenges? How can the collective overcome these challenges with the, walking away, letting it go, releasing it? 8 of Cups. Letting it go emotionally, and I think that's what we'll get to in this perfect harmony. But tell me more. What else? Tell me more about this 8 of Cups and this walking away. How can the collective let it go? 5 of Pentacles. Through faith. faith. Yeah, that's all I'm getting. It's just like through faith. Five of Pentacles. Faith and trust in the divine, that although the environment or the situation might look destitute, it might be uncomfortable, that there's something energetically or emotionally that has to be released. And how that Eight of Cups happens, that's been coming out for me as a reader. How that Eight of Cups happens is very unique to the individual. Some of you, that could be crying. It could be a cry release. It could be an angry release, getting anger out, okay? Doing what you have to do to knock all of those Eight Cups over so that there's no more residue from those situations, okay? And there's that third five. So like I said, 555 might be a number synchronicity that you might see over the next 2 weeks, okay? That will definitely give you an indication that these tower moments or these shifts are happening the way they need to. Yeah, you got the Lovers. In perfect harmony, which is all about choices at the end of the day. Gemini energy. You get to choose which side you want to be on here, collective. Whether you want to act from love or act from pain or fear. And that understanding that although the Lovers is a very positive energy, it also has its ups and downs. It has its sense of duality. But the Lovers does represent harmony, so we love to see that. So know that whatever you are being challenged with right now, okay? The Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, right? Whatever you're being challenged with right now, it's teaching you more about your own inner dynamics, okay? And learning how to balance all of that out. Understanding that the lowest vibration in you is balanced with the highest vibration in you. But it's all you. There's no need to disregard one or the other. Okay? Some of you in this balancing, right? Queen of Swords is Libra energy. We're in Libra season. It's learning how to discern and decipher what's actually worth your time. Page of Pentacles, what's worth the investment, what's worth your focus, and what's not. And I think that's, again, pulling back into the Five of Cups energy, because it's focusing on the Three of Cups that have spilt out. And is that really a good use of your time, your energy? No, right? So when you step into the Queen of Swords, it's almost getting very shrewd and businesslike when it comes to your focus. I don't have time to focus on that. And I don't even want to say I don't have time, but I can't afford. Let's say that. I can't afford to focus on that. I can't afford to pay attention, literally pay as in a payment, right? Exchange of energy. I can't afford to pay attention to those things. All I can afford to pay attention to is the things, the situations, the people that are in harmony with me. That love me at my low, that love me at my high, that love me at my mid, that I love in all three of those formats. Not those that only deal with you when you're in your high and abandon you when you're in your low. Not those that only can manage when you're at a mid-range, that can't tolerate your range. It's like where this full moon is shifting our collective focus is on what's actually worth our time, our money, our energy, our resources, right? The resource of life that we've been given. For some of y'all, this is even recognizing that, like, some things are not worth the breath. Like, especially with all of these fives and this challenge energy, some things are not worth the breath. Like, you speak a life into things, right? With your tongue, with your words. It's really getting shrewd around that Queen of Swords energy. Very cut and dry. This is something that's in harmony with me. This is not. and not feeling any way about it. I think for some of y'all, it's like the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, like I feel bad for not being happy, or I feel bad for not being satisfied with something or someone that I'm being told. That's that 5 of Swords. I'm being told I should be happy with. I'm being told I should be satisfied with, or I'm internalizing that's what everybody wants from me, or that's where I'm going to get some sort of truth from. Like it just, it's layered. These moon readings are always so layered, okay? So always just discern and take what resonates for you. But I think that that's what it is. It's like, I feel bad that I'm not happy, or I feel bad that this isn't in harmony with me anymore, or I feel bad that I want to walk away from this. Some of y'all, that's the case, and it's like having to step into that Queen of Swords energy. Mind you, this has nothing to do with gender, okay? But having to step into that Queen of Swords to say, yeah, it's a no. It's just a flat out no, regardless of how anyone's going to feel about it, right? Don't let that 5 of Swords, or the ideas that, again, you either internalize to your collective, that that's what was supposed to be for you, or this is how you should live your life, or, you know, this is how you need to think in order to be viewed a certain way, in order to be accepted in a certain sense, okay? Or this is something that you're being fed by somebody. And it's like, I don't have time to pay attention to that. Like, I just can't afford to do that anymore. I can't afford to be in this 5 of Cups. I can't afford to be in the 4 of Cups. Not with the 6 of Cups available, right? Not with the 10 of Cups that can be out there for you. So choosing to focus on the things, the people, the situations that offer you this lover's energy, and being honest and truthful about what's being offered to you, Knight of Cups. If what's being offered is in direct conflict with what you already know, what you're already aware of, what you've already experienced, and then it's having the courage and the strength and the groundedness in what you do desire to say, no thank you, and I'm walking away. And if I have to be it alone, if I gotta walk this path alone, so be it, right? But I know that that's hard. Sometimes it's easy. It's easy to say. It's so much harder to do, right? Yeah, you got the world. So again, things are coming to an end. This full moon is an ending of a cycle here, collective, of you allowing internal conflict, external conflict to muddy your intuition to the point where you're tolerating things that you don't need to tolerate. You're accepting of things that aren't in perfect harmony and balance with you. Hi, JP. Thanks for being here, love. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like finding the strength and the courage to really, truly let it go and walk away and not feel a way about it. I think it's the feel away part, right? I don't want to hurt this person's feelings, or I don't want to move like I'm ungrateful. Well, who told you that standing up for yourself, who told you that doing what works best for you is being ungrateful or the wrong thing to do? That's what you have to check. That's going to be the big tower, where you realize that some of you have been on autopilot and not leading with your high priestess, have just been on autopilot. Well, this is what I've been told, so that's what I'm going to do. And again, it's natural, it's normal, it's very, very human, completely human. It's how we learn the world, by following others, by watching others, by absorbing our environment. But I think what's happening in the collective is realizing that, yes, the earth is magic, but what makes the earth magic is the spirit beyond the ordinary crown chakra, right? That's what makes it magic. That there's something higher than ourselves that moves the tides of the ocean, that causes the leaves to change and die and wither, that creates snow and rain and sleet and hail, and sun exists and the moon. It's like there's something greater that makes it magic. That's why it's the lovers. It's duality. It's two coming together to make a three, really, right? And that's why typically the Lovers is depicted with 3 people, 3 figures in it. But that 3 becomes 1. So it's, let me not get on a tangent because I feel like I'm kind of off the topic. But at the very core of this full moon is offering the collective the opportunity to really put to rest a lot of the pain, a lot of the disappointments, a lot of the lies, the deception that you've accepted as truth, that you've allowed to be ruled in your life, in your subconscious as truth. And your high priestess is like, okay, I'm ready to show up now for you. But you have to allow that, collective. It's like putting those tapes. I mean, we all have it. Just like when you're raising a child or rearing a child, right? You tell them, don't touch the stove because it's hot. Okay. How many times do you hear that? Then they kind of get it. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot. So that becomes a track that plays in their mind. I now know the stove is hot, so I'm not going to touch. That's what this is, but on a very deeper level than that. Okay, that's just a surface example. Tell me more, though. Tell me more about imperfect harmony for this full moon and the sacral chakra energy. Come on now, y'all. The Wheel of Fortune, right? It's unwritten. It's still up in the air. Nothing is solid yet. Nothing. You still have time to change things around, collective. Nothing is fixed yet. Although it represents fixed signs, it's the changing. This is where fixed energy gets mutable. The Wheel of Fortune. Right? You have the power to change this still. So don't ever think it's too late. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what you've been through. You still have time. If you wake up every day and you have breath in your lungs, you have time and the power to change it and shift it. That's that magician energy. Okay? So what you, from this full moon on, whenever you find this reading, okay, from this full moon on, whatever you pay attention to, Page of Pentacles, is what will manifest. Wheel of Fortune. It's the direction you'll go in. So if you start discerning the love around you, if you start aligning yourself with the love around you, and love isn't just romance, remember that. Love is everywhere. It's in everything. If you start choosing those pathways, those people, those places, those things that offer you that harmony, then that's the direction you're going to head on this wheel. So it's a chance to realign here. It's a chance to really be bold as well. I get that. It's a chance to be bold in what you're that's the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is bold as hell. She'll straight up tell you the truth. Don't care about your feelings. Why? Because it's the truth. If the truth hurts, it hurts. Let it hurt. That's probably good for you. Like, that's the whole mentality of a Queen of Swords. It had to be said. It needs to be said. You deal with the after effects of that. That's not on me, right? Like, now, of course, but some of y'all, I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. Some of y'all need that. King of Wands, exactly. Some of y'all need that. We all do. Queen of Swords and the King of Wands is, look, this is for me, this ain't. I'm following my spirit regardless. That's my truth. I'm not going to miss out on this Wheel of Fortune. Some of y'all, this wheel is about to turn, and it can turn in a very beautiful and major way and give you some sort of good news, new beginning here with the Page of Pentacles, something new to learn, something new to grow, something new to cultivate. But the High Priestess and the King of Wands, you have to tap into your spirit and find the strength and the courage to speak, Queen of Swords, or to think in alignment with what this is. To discern the love, no longer turning, and that was the last moon reading, right? No longer turning a blind eye. This is like part 2 of that. Okay? Tell me more about the Lovers, the Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and King of Wands for imperfect harmony. That's how you get into perfect harmony. King of Wands says, my spirit says to take action this way. The Queen of Swords says, whether you like the actions I do or not, that's what I'm doing. That's what makes sense for me. This is the truth. This is the clear-cut way. right? No fluff about it. I think for some of y'all, it's like guarding other people's hearts has left yours open for Five of Swords energy, like for a lot of distortion and illusion. It's like the collective is saying, I'm only going to protect those that align with me. You don't align with me? Sorry, I can't. You know what I mean? I can't afford it. I can't afford to. Not that you're poor or anything like that, but it really is. It's being diligent with what the time you've been given, this life you've been given. Right. And letting the rest go. 10 of Wands. Y'all, this is a moon. This is a full moon, a beautiful full moon to release the baggage. Okay? Some of you guys have been carrying dead weight. The dead weight of this Five of Cups. What was this? Yeah, the Magician and the Two of Cups. Some of you guys have been carrying the dead weight of the Five of Cups, of the Four of Cups, of the energy of others, of past relationships, past connections. Some of y'all, this is family. Okay, take it out. It resonates. Careers that didn't work out, jobs that didn't work out, friends that might have lied and betrayed you, or whatever this might be. It's things and situations and people where you felt like we were kindred spirits. This was a connection, right? And then you come to realize it's not, and that's okay, right? And that's hard, but it doesn't mean that you don't have the power to manifest other connections, healthier connections. The Lovers of the Two of Cups and the Magician. It's like you're carrying the past, which we all do, but this is a beautiful full moon to really work at or chip away at letting some of that go, so that you can manifest relationships, people, places, things, contracts that are in perfect harmony with your abundance, with your own personal wheel of fortune, with your own inner compass, with how you want to show up and live your life. According to your spirit, the King of Wands. King of Wands isn't influenced by anybody. The King of Wands is the influencer. Same thing with the Queen of Wands. Okay? So no longer being influenced, no longer giving people access or the ability to influence you here. It's just like, this is stepping into free thinking. Learning how to really think for yourself. And a lot of people say they do, but they don't. Do you know what I mean? It's detaching yourself from groupthink here and start moving in this High Priestess. Start moving in this King of Wands and the Queen of Swords. All three of those energies, you'd be hard pressed to try to convince them that they don't know what they know. And that's not being a know-it-all. It's trusting that the God in you, the spirit in you, the creator in you is what reigns supreme above all else. I can't live my life based on somebody else's eyes. I have to live with the eyes that I have, or the vision that I'm given. That's what I'm here to manifest. But what you're here uniquely to do all plays in the bigger universal song in perfect harmony. So yes, some of you are here to work through some lower energies. That's okay. But that helps and supports the greater song, the greater picture. Some of you are here to have a lot of high notes. That's beautiful. It supports the greater song, the higher picture. So understanding where you flow in that, and even in your own internal world, what that looks like. It's like, that's what this full moon is offering you guys, like a full-blown rebirth. Death is here. The Magician is here. The Wheel of Fortune is here. It is not too late for you guys to get on your paths. Okay, to let go of the people, the places, the things, the emotions, the thoughts that tell you that whatever you feel you're meant to do, or tell you that whatever your vision is impossible. Five of Pentacles. Nothing is impossible. Everything is in the realm of possibility, especially if it's something that you can envision. That means it can manifest into form. Focus on that. Page of Pentacles and the Lovers. That's you being in your right path, okay? All right. Oh, my pleasure, JP. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you as well, love. And then look at that. Temperance. Temperance. Beyond the ordinary, temperance. Angelic, okay? The master of change. It's okay to ask for help. I think that's what that Five of Pentacles is saying too. It's okay to ask for help with this releasing and to walk away. Don't feel like with the Hermit you have to do this all on your own. That's also that Ten of Wands. You have a community here all over YouTube, okay? Multiple communities that can support you. You also have the community of your angels, Temperance, your ancestors. They're yearning to help you. All you have to do is ask for it. All you have to do is ask for it, right? Don't be blinded and feel like there is nothing here supporting you. Don't let that idea of you being alone seep too deep into your soul here, because you're not. No matter how destitute it might feel, no matter how lonely, you're not. Don't let that loneliness blind you, okay? Especially with the Hermit being out here, don't let the loneliness bind you. You have a lot of powerful energy in the spirit world supporting you and guiding you, so long as you tap into it and you remain open to the support and the assistance, okay? There's that Six of Cups. Peace. Making peace with your past, okay? Really understanding that that balance is possible. It is, okay? And there's that sucker here. That's what I mean by some of you guys. This is spiritual warfare that has been maybe weighing very heavy on you for a while now, okay? Combating the conditioning. That's what the devil represents for me. It's conditioning. Devil energy conditions you to think and do the group think. Well, what will everybody say if you do this? And oh, you don't want to stand out and you don't want to, you know what I mean? It's like, who gives a fuck? Who cares? You do. But why do you care so much? Like, if for some of y'all, it's like really there's this feeling of I care about what other people think. I care about how this is going to look. I care about my image. And that's fine and dandy to a certain extent, but don't let that stop you. If no one gives you the green light, but your spirit is telling you to do it, or to go for it, or to move here, or to pay attention to this, or invest in that, are you going to not do it because no one else is saying, yeah, that's the good thing to do? Or are you going to sit there, activate your high priestess, pray about it, ask for signs, ask for guidance, and tune in and listen? Okay? But there you go. There's the Empress here. Okay? And the Six of Swords. So yeah, that's what I love, you guys. Trust and believe, as heavy as this is, and I know some of y'all are about at your wits' end and exhausted. I'm right there with y'all, okay? But know that with the Empress and the Six of Swords, it's like the worst is behind you, I feel. To be honest, I feel like the worst of this is behind you. You still might have a little bit of residue to work through, but the Empress and the Six of Swords says you're moving forward mentally. The mind always precedes the body and the soul, in my opinion, okay? So you're moving into this Empress mentality. So that the mentality of being the Empress, meaning I'm an abundant, I'm always supported, I have everything I need, and if I don't have it now, it'll come when I need it, right? That I'm a good steward of all that I'm given. I trust the earth to show its magic to me, so that I remain in abundance, right? It's all of that. That becomes the mentality. It then becomes the reality, the magician, okay? And then you got happiness. I love that. And then look at that with the Emperor and justice. I don't know if you guys can see that. And justice, yeah? Beyond the ordinary. So that's what's coming in this crown chakra. Now, for some of you, under this full moon, because we do have the Emperor, the Empress, the Two of Cups as well, I feel like there was some shadowy energy that was blinding some of you all from having or embracing a soul mate or a soul contract here that is romantic, okay, I will say. And or There could have just been a lot of karmic relationships in your past here, that now that you're ascending out of that energy, you're finally putting it all to rest. You're finally walking away, Eight of Cups, pouring it all out, getting through it. Then now you move into a very abundant Wheel of Fortune time with someone who matches you. The Lovers, the Emperor, and the Empress with the Nine of Cups in Justice. Okay? Someone who won't let you do all the work. Some of you guys, that's the experience. You do all the work in your relationships and then wonder why you're tired and exhausted. Wonder why you have no time or no energy for yourself. It's because some of these people were vampiric. The devil. Attached. Leeches. Okay? And that's a hard truth to accept. Don't beat yourself up about it if you are. We all do it. We've all encountered them. Okay? But what's ahead of you, what's beyond the ordinary, is that there is this masculine-feminine balance that's happening, which is then going to manifest, I do feel like, for a lot of you in a relationship. Whether this is a friendship, whether this is romantic, okay? Might be different for all of you. Either way, Nine of Cups, you're going to be happy. You're going to be full. Okay? So there's happiness ahead. All right, let's go ahead and see what affirmations you guys might need or might help and assist you under this full moon. Okay. I will be pulling additional affirmations on Instagram. So if you want to follow me there at Cusp of Roses, I would love that. All right, you can check that out too. Save it so you can repeat these affirmations to yourself. But let's see. Thank you so much, Divine, for this beautiful, beautiful reading here under this Pisces Aries full moon. For the collective, what affirmations might serve the collective well under this full moon? What can they repeat to themselves to help them navigate this energy? Thank you. No? Okay. First one out. Yo. If you guys have been watching me for a while, especially these moon readings, no matter how many times I shuffle, this one is going to come out. It's the new moon. I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. Okay? I think the key word in all of that and why it keeps coming out is I accept. I accept. I accept that this is what was. I accept that this is what is. And I accept that I have the power, Magician energy, Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, High Priestess, to discern a fresh start, to create and manifest a fresh start for myself. That's the energy. It's never too late to have a fresh start. Never. Okay? What other affirmations? Thank you. Micro moon. I let go of the anxieties of others. That's that 10 of Wands. That's that 5 of Cups. The more you dive deeper into that energy, collective, I feel like for a lot of you, the more you realize that's not even your energy. You're carrying things of other people. Now that naturally happens when we do get birthed into this world. We do absorb the energy of our mothers, okay? And whatever traumas they might have had, whatever pain, right? That's why they call it generational chains. But you have the power to say, I let that go. And this lifetime is going to be different, or I heal that so that no one coming after me has to carry the wands of the past. We get to lay that to rest. So some of you guys are the game changers in your lineage and in your blood. And I think this full moon is going to assist you with that, okay? What else? Every day I focus on what's important, y'all. I can't make this up if I wanted to. Like I said, Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Lovers. What's important is love. That's what's important. Love in all forms. Love in all ways. Love in all frequencies. Every day it's a choice to be the Queen of Swords around what is coming from love and what isn't. And with the Page of Pentacles, I'm going to study, focus, plant this seed in love. If there's no love present, if it's that devil energy, it doesn't get the Page of Pentacles. It gets the 8 of Cups. See what I'm saying? So every day it's a conscious decision. Every day I'm going to focus on what's important. Don't let the trivial nature of these external challenges or internal challenges, right, with the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords, don't let what other people have to say, don't let how other people move be more important than what you're doing or how you're moving. That's that influence. Some of you are really stepping into that vibration of, no, like I have influence over what I think and what I feel, and I'm going to take that power as opposed to absorbing it from everybody else. Okay? And I know that's hard to get to. I know, because sometimes people just be doing stupid shit. Like, and the anger that could come, or the just like the things you might want to say. Some of y'all might have to get it off your chest. I don't know. All right. That's for you to decide. But ultimately, you don't want to harp on it. Ultimately, you don't want to let the actions of others, the words of others, have so much influence over you that you lose this inner high priestess and this inner magician. Okay? You also have, I explore my wildness in dance and pleasure. Oh, all right now. Okay. Got a little spicy there. I explore my wildness in dance and pleasure. Right. Some of you got to get wild, I feel like. Maybe you guys grew up in very like strict situations, or are just really strict with yourself because of that. It's like, that's what I mean in perfect harmony. Your wildness, however sporadic that is, or however erratic that might look like and be, it's your wildness. Like, embrace it. Find the pleasure in it. Dance with it. That's what it is. It's a dance. It's a two-step to the left. It's a two-step to the right. It's a turnaround. It's like the cha-cha slide. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys know that. I might be dating myself with that. But you know what I'm saying? It's like you slide to the left. You slide to the right. You might do a little crisscross. I don't know. You might cha-cha real smooth. That's your choice, collective, okay? That's your wildness. Explore that. Explore it all. Explore it all, okay? Don't leave anything unturned within yourself. Don't hold yourself back either. Right? And don't be afraid to make mistakes for some of y'all. It's a part of life. As long as you learn from it, that's all that matters. Tell me more. Oh, did that even come out? No. Last one here, and then we'll end this, okay? Come on now. I choose to nourish myself and enrich my life. That's the choice you got to make. That's what's important. Every day I focus on what's important. What is important is that you choose to nourish yourself and enrich your life. Whatever that looks like, whatever that means. You choose to let go of the anxieties of others. You choose to accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. You choose to explore and dance in your wildness and find pleasure from it. The bottom, I choose to teach people how to treat me. That's that Queen of Swords. Some of y'all got to set some hefty boundaries here. That might piss some people off, but oh the fuck well. Excuse my French, but life is too precious to be worried about stepping on people's toes and sacrificing yourself. Like I said, the Queen of Swords this is the truth. You feel how you want to feel about it. That's not for me to carry 8 of Cups. 10 of Wands, putting that down. If what I say make you feel a type of way, that's the work you have to do. Not me. Because I'm standing in my truth in the King of Wands. I'm trusting my instincts, right? I'm following my spirit. And that's what's going to lead me to ultimately where I have to be. Okay? All right, collective. I hope I didn't ramble on too much, but I do hope that this reading served you well. Let me know how you connected with this in the comments down below. I thank you to everybody who tuned in live. Thank you again, JP, for being here and sending lovely messages and all of that beautiful love energy in the chat. I appreciate you, and I appreciate y'all, okay? Again, happy full moon. All right, really soak this in. If you got to watch this multiple times, please do so. All right, make sure you are subscribed here to my channel. It helps me pick up on your energy so that we can get guidance here for you and your personal journey. Make sure you guys also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you liked it, if you felt like it served you in any way, shape, or form. And also make sure you turn on that bell notification so that you don't miss out on any of these lives. You can see the cards come out in live action, okay? Contribute to the energy here. And make sure you guys also check out my channel memberships, okay? Join where you feel comfortable. If you see that join button next to subscribe, click that just to check it out. Or you can click that first link in my description box. Wherever tier feels right and best for you, please join. I do appreciate all of you guys who have joined already, and you know, we do some awesome content over there on the membership side of things, so if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you sign up. But if not, collective, I thank you for being here. I thank you for tuning in, especially if you made it all the way to the end here. And I hope again that this full moon treats you right and treats you well, and I'll see you all in the next one. Namaste. Uh-oh.